I also need the shading tone, right? Like these are not just like flat shapes. These are wrong there. These are supposed to have tone to them. This the contrast here might be a little too great. Like oh, actually no, you know what it was the contrast is like that because previously the contrast was not sufficient. Like I had the crates like I remember like toggling this earlier. Like I yeah, the crates previously were looking too flat. So let me give this another shot uh and see if I can't like change it again, because like right now it does just seem too stark. Uh, maybe not. Maybe that is the right. Maybe that is right, and it's just maybe it'll just look better once I'm. I don't know. It's weird. Like it looks right on the crates. It looks right on the crates, but then as when I look at the when I look at like the putting it other places, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just overusing it. Like maybe it'll look better once I like these sticks are not supposed to be so thickly dark. Yeah, they're not supposed to be so thickly darkened. Why? Oh, I'm not using the right hotkeys. I'm like, why are the hotkeys not working? They probably are, as long as I actually press them. So yeah, it'll probably look better once I. Well, yeah, once I get the whole thing looking better, because like right now it's a mess. Uh, yeah, so these are like so this could be like more crates. So yeah, roughly like doop doop. Doop doop. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, the village that we see on the bottom here. That was the that we did that earlier this week. That was the last or the previous background or environment that we added to the game. Oh yeah. All right. Sorry, chat. Uh, um, uh, so. Oh yeah. Thank you, Asado, for explaining more about the game as well. And thank you, Alpha. Thank you for the compliment as well. That's very sweet. Um, so, uh, I'm streaming with OBS. Yes. Uh, oh, interesting. Yeah, one thing I noticed about OBS is that it's a resource hog. Like if we were looking at Task Manager yesterday, and like it's constantly using like 40% or like 30. Yeah, like it's consistently like the most hoggy thing that's running. So I guess like I'm not doing much else, right? Like I have a few programs running, but they're all very lightweight programs. Like SideQuest is very lightweight. Paint.net is very lightweight. PyCharm. Well, I'm not like actively engaging with it right now, but it's not. Yeah, like we were saying before, it does use a bit of memory, I guess, but it doesn't use that much. It's not using. Yeah, no, it's not hugging the processor. So yeah, if you were running stuff like what did you say like Unity or GIMP, I bet Unity would be yeah Unity is probably a lot heavier than PyCharm for example, and GIMP. I don't know. I would have thought GIMP was pretty lightweight, but it maybe that might be also very taxing. Uh, all right, so there's not a huge point in like actually like specking this stuff out. Yeah, I think the main reason I picked this color was just to come in and like make the stairs, like try and render like what the stairs would look like. I'm gonna have like a few crates here. It's not just gonna be like one. It's gonna be like a few crates and maybe like one crate stacked on top, like a small crate. Uh, do 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 do. So yeah, I have to come through and clean up all this stuff, all this good business, which I will do. I swear. I swear I will eventually. Someday, someday this will all be nice and tidy. This is a cannon. I just didn't actually draw the cannon into the thing. Oh yeah, I need a shading tone for the ropes as well. Do do do. I'm just I think I'm specking it in here. I'm like putting in like some very light shading just to see if anything stands out about like the scene. If like anything stands out as like weird or anything further has to change about it. Oh, one interesting thing about the metal that I'm using for the cannons, I might want to bring that up a little bit. Because, like, I don't know, at least in this particular image, like, the cannon's very shiny. Um, I don't have to make my cannon shiny, but, like, if like, hypothetically, if this metal was... No, this metal is not just... This metal is just not the same as the metal used in the porthole, I think. Because I'm actually going to use a shading. I'm not going to use a highlighting. I'm going to use a darker tone to... Oops. The button is very small. It's very easy to hit the wrong one. I think I'm gonna, yeah. So I'm gonna, I'm not gonna highlight the metal. I'm just gonna shade it. So like, I don't know, something like that. And actually, not like that. Like, I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point. We'll see. It'll like I said, it'll shape up at some point. And then so do. I really like Trusty Bard. Or I mean, like, I feel like Trusty Bard is the right name for that character. Although more recently, it has been occurring to me how nice it would be if it was more obvious the authority of Trusty Bard. I don't know. I like Trusty Bard. I like Trusty Bard. I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. Yeah. So for anyone who, if you've never played SideQuest before, Trusty Bard is the storyteller of the game, and so you can trust him. Yeah, I think a lot of times it's evident just from context cues because like as soon as the event occurs, like you hear or you see in chat like a million other people responding to the event, and so it's fairly straightforward as to like how to participate. I don't know. Yeah, I was talking about this a little bit the other day. Like, it'd probably be more authoritative. Like, it would be more obviously clear and authoritative if I used my own personal account. Like, if I literally, like Binri, was the one saying this stuff in chat. And it might be that I do that eventually. Maybe Trusty Bard will still be the mouthpiece on Twitter, but that I'll take over the chat portion. Oh yeah, what am I rendering here? Stairs. Hey, congratulations to whoever just leveled up. Oh yeah, stairs. So, I mean, no, it was just occurring to me I should actually extend these lines a little further because I want to flatten the edges on both sides. So, whoops. Clone stamp tool. Never clone stamp tool. The worst part about clone stamp tool is that it takes like 5 years for that error message to pop up so that you can dismiss it. If the error message was at least prompt, like if it at least showed up really fast so you could dismiss it immediately and move on with your life, that would be less annoying. Alright, so... wait, actually, hold on. I'm going to use a smaller brush for this. Brush size 2, I guess. Just to, I might not have to go in with, like, this level of detail. Just, like, to really sell the shape of the stairs. I guess, like... Actually, maybe I'll, you know what? I'll probably just cut out the shape of the stairs. Wait, why is it... Oh, say color picked from blank. Oops, and then chose the wrong tool. Alright, so... yeah, what the heck? Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Yeah, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I was like, why can I not erase from this layer? And it's because it's not the right layer. Oh, shoot, how much... I think I drew a lot of this stuff on the wrong layer. Alright, I know how to fix this. Wait, how much did I draw the anchor on the wrong layer? Yeah, wow, all this stuff on the wrong layer. Alright, so just the shading. Yeah, I went through and I wasn't switching between layers when I was doing the shading, so... Oops, wrong tool. Oh! Here's the zoom tool. I thought it was the select tool. Okay, right. So let's go in and... Whoops. Rabble. Okay, so... All right, let's cut this. Wait, what layer am I on now? Oh, rubble, rubble. All right, cut this. New layer, paste, and likewise, let's do that. Not that this like super quick shading actually matters, but whatever. Let's cut this. Oh, wrong layer. Let's cut this, paste this here, or paste this. Nope. Cut this. Paste this on the correct layer. There we go. Layers. Layers. Oh, hey, why am I using earbuds? They're bad for ears. Plug out and enjoy global surrounding. Right, no, yeah. The reason I have my earbuds in is I am listening to music right now. It is not music that I've licensed to broadcast on the stream, and so the reason I'm using earbuds is so that that can happen. Yes. And earbuds are not bad for you. I don't know. I mean, like okay. So I shouldn't say that because I'm not a doctor. Maybe there is some bad thing about them. But like, you don't have to if you're if you don't have to use earbuds, then there's no reason to use earbuds or earphones or headphones or whatever you want to call them. But if you're in a situation where you should be using them, then use them. Like, don't. All right. So so now I can smush layer 14 onto near ground props, and then I'll be drawing on the correct layer. Now this is all on the same layer. Yes, good. Good then. So now I can actually erase away like the cut away the stairs so that they etc etc. Alright, so as long as I'm on the correct layer, I can now cut away the stairs, so etc etc. Alright, I'll figure out what that post is trying to do in a second. Bleep blurp. Alright, again, the face noises. Return of the face noises. Okay. So. Alright, did I miss anything else in chat? Probably. Thank you, Yakumas. Trusty Bard likes you too. So, hey! I know what that noise is. That was one of my favorite noises. Alpha, hey, welcome. Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Killer. Yeah, actually, one of the things that's really important about drawing is learning to just like have things be a mess at first, because like if you're drawing something that you've drawn a million times before, you can just go right into the detail. Like you can just go right to the fine detail, and everything else will work. But if you're drawing something that you haven't drawn before, and you don't, and you like, and you know, like you know how the things could fit together, but you've never actually like done it. It's really helpful to just go in like with the big rough shapes, and then like clean it up as you go. Thank you guys. I'm glad I can share something about my artistic process with all of you. So I keep my ears pretty clean. For those of you who are apparently concerned about the health of my ears, they're pretty clean. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also, as you guys can kind of tell, I'm in a very quiet environment, so. I don't know, maybe you can hear the hum of my desktop, but other than that, it's pretty quiet here. Hey, Luke Ryan Herbert, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome back. So, so yeah, all right, we're drawing stairs. Stairs. So we just added. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet is I haven't done the inside. I'm still I've still like I've laid out all the props on the outside of the ship, but I haven't put any on the inside, like in the inside the cabins, on the other edges, on the on the sides of the layout. So I want to go in and do that, and then Yeah, and then yeah, of course there is of course the process as we mentioned. Like we can put it in like rough at first, but we do eventually have to go in and clean this stuff up. So we will want to do that. All right, so cool. So yeah, this will be roughly as such. Oh, yeah, I might want to tweak this last stair just slightly to just make it hit the ground a little cleaner. Just like raise this stair up slightly, just so it oops, wrong wrong tool, wrong color. Just so it hits the looks like it's like flush against the ground on the same ground plane and everything. So yeah. Smaller brush, like so. Alright, and there's a bunch of picky, particly stuff around the outside here that I have to clean up. That's the tough part of using. The smaller brushes are great for like small detail, but you end up with like a lot of little like picky, particly stuff that's like only half erased if you use it too much. Alright, so that's a little bit better. It doesn't have. So the bottom stair. I just don't want the bottom stair to be quite so thin. But that's slightly better. And yeah, there probably will be actually some more shadowing on the stair. Like for example, I think the shadowing should like from the ship should probably like come down. Oh, actually, yeah, I was thinking like there should be like a shadowing cast from the ship onto the stair, but then I don't know. If I do that, then it would make sense for it to trace across the ground as well, and then it would actually make sense for this whole like. Actually, I could just shade this whole doorway, because right now it's like both sides of the ship are pretty identical in terms of like the front face and both of these doorways are identical. But I could just I could try that, see how it looks. I don't have to like commit to it, but like yeah, what if I did invert the coloration here? So instead of like light with shadowing, what if it was dark with highlighting? Let's see. I'm just gonna try that out on a new layer real quick. So yeah, so this would all be darkened instead. It'd be like all darkened out to here. Actually, not quite like that. Maybe more like more like that. So there would be like yeah. How would I do the highlighting? Because like I don't want to lose the shape of the door necessarily, but yeah, this would basically all get dark, darkety dark. And I mean, I could just leave it dark and use the even darker tone to highlight it. Like I could just leave this like all pretty much completely dark, and then like trim it as such. It's like one possibility. Like just fully darken the doorway maybe, and then no, I think I should use I'll use like some kind of like with the crates like you the crates are like mostly darkened, but then there's like just some of the edges like pick up a little bit of light. I could do something like that. And I guess actually I could even do like this edge of the door picking up like a little bit of light for whatever reason. So that could be okay. I don't know why it wouldn't pick up much light. Actually, wait, no. It should be, if anything, more like lighter on the inside, like so. That could be okay. I could do something like that. Although maybe I shouldn't actually even go as dark with the door wall. But yeah, then it gets really indistinct. So what if I just did like a slim... I don't know. It's probably fine how it was before. I mean, that's not the worst actually, but it was probably fine before. Yeah, I can do most of it this way, but then there's just a little bit of there's just a little bit. Well, actually, wait. What if I Oh, what if I did the thing I was saying earlier about the portholes? Whoops, this would be on what layer? It'd be on the near ground layer. What if I did the thing that I was saying about the portholes, where like I actually like changed the tone of some of the shading in the room based on like the position of the portholes, so it actually looked like they were like emanating light a little bit, or like they were the sources of light in this room. Because if I did that, then it would actually make sense for this color to be like flat, dark, all the way in this direction. Actually, I should hide that layer that I was working on so I don't accidentally mess up stuff. Oh wow, look at that. Look how that line was like very. That could have gone very wrong, but it actually worked out very well. So yeah, because like that's kind of like how I've been indicating the direction of like the lighting. So it kind of makes sense if like it was like if there's actually like light coming in through the portholes as such. So it'd be like and then I probably want to do something different with the floor too. But yeah, I was just thinking of like what's the reason that I would have a darker backdrop to to this door versus the other one, and I think this is a pretty good reason. Uh, so yeah, again, I want to separate the floor somehow because right now this is gonna like get rid of the separation between the floor and the wall. I mean, I could even just make like the planks a slightly different tone uh, than the walls, or like or vice versa. So that way, there's just a little bit of distinction. Because actually, then I guess like I don't know, probably also because it would probably also be right. It'd be uh, like actually this might be okay. Um, and then oops, no, not clone stamp tool. Never clone stamp tool. And then like I don't know, I could just keep like a line to separate the wall from the floor or something like that. Do do do. Yeah, I might keep this. Although again, I kind of messed up. I like muddied up a lot of stuff, so I want to go in and with a slightly more delicate hand fix some of the detail on the door frame. But yeah, I think this is okay. Actually, I should before I say that for sure, I should see how it looks with adventures and see it in the long view and stuff like that. So that's not bad. I'll probably do the same thing over here as well. So I'll want to shift the position of the windows a little bit. Oh, sorry, I also zoned out of chat for a little bit. Let me see what. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, we still haven't added any unicorns of the sea yet as narwhals, or narwhals of the sea yet as swordfish yet. But we also probably won't. But like I said, I'm not gonna say I won't add something. I'm just gonna say I don't have plans to add it yet. Um, um, music. So quiet ambient music for side quest. Actually, wait. I have something for this. Uh, 1 second. Just 1 second. I'm switching over to Facecam for just a moment while I look something up. Uh, on my computers. Where on my computers is it? Hold on. This will only take a moment to find. I assure you. Doop 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 doop. Someone in chat. Marty, was it? Marty asked about the about music for side quest, and I haven't written any music for side quest yet. The closest thing I have is it's here somewhere. Can't be too far. Let's oh wait, I know a quicker way to find this. Sorry, just 1 second. Uh, uh, I'm just like looking for things on the internet. Don't mind me. Uh, okay, I found it. I found it. Oh, whoops, hold on, wait, hold on. I can't. I have to turn off audio for just a second so I don't accidentally play it on the wrong computer. Here we go. If anyone thinks, if anyone, oh shoot, wait, hold on. The URL didn't work completely. Uh, yeah, don't click that link. Like copy and paste the whole thing because the 1820 like 222 got cut off a little bit. But you can consider that until I come up with an official soundtrack for SideQuest. You can consider that the unofficial soundtrack for SideQuest. So, all right, that was super important. I'm glad we figured that out and got that out of the way. Now let's get back to now let's get back to work. All right, so all right, that's good. This is good. All's good. Yeah, I like this actually. Like just looking away from it and looking back at it, I think that adds like some depth to the scene in a good way. Oh, but then yeah. So the other thing was like this. Yeah. So this I'll convert the this door to use like shading more like this. I mean, guess like it'd actually make more sense if the stairs I think were made out of the material of the ship rather than the other wooden material. I might try and convert that if it's not too difficult, but if it is difficult, I don't care. I'm not gonna redraw it. I don't think. Uh, all right. So, yeah, let's do the same thing over here in terms of the interior. Oh yeah, yeah. And so the thing that occurred to me is that because like these kind of like cast off at like an angle, in like that direction, I'll want to uh, oh, okay. So yeah, so for people who weren't able to click the link that I put in chat, it's Ameno on infinite loop. It's just Ameno, and it just plays Ameno, and when it gets to the end, it starts back at the beginning, and it plays Ameno again. So I guess until SideQuest has a soundtrack, you can consider that the official unofficial, the unofficial official, the unofficial unofficial soundtrack. um, Sorry, I'm just gonna minimize OBS. Okay. And then, right, so on the near ground layer, yes, we're going to be taking these windows and copy paste, slide, 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 slide. I'm just going to put them a little closer to the door so that way we can see the angle of the angle that casts the shadow. Oh, and it should be the same angle too. So I'll want to double check that and make it like the same angle in both sides. Is it roughly that angle? That's pretty close. It's also it's also not the same angle on both sides. Yeah, so on like on this side, it's actually supposed to be a little wider. It's supposed to be like a little. It's supposed to come out more like that, I think, actually. And then like so. So we can color this in, fill this in. Man, now I want to be listening to Amino on loop. I don't think I can do that on my, because I'm listening to music on my mobile device right now. And I don't think I can do the infinite looper thing on my mobile device, unfortunately. I wish. Dwarf Fortress. Oh, the Dwarf Fortress song. Only 8 minutes long, the entire game soundtrack. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to make. Oh yeah, sorry, I should be clear. I'm definitely not going to make music for SideQuest, and it's the same reason I don't play music on my stream. I understand that on some devices, you can't listen to music while using the Twitch mobile app, and it's difficult because there are people who use those devices that watch the stream. So for some people, by watching the stream, you have to opt out of listening to music, which is hard because music is great and a lot of people like it for good reason. Uh, um, the reason I'm not going to put music on the stream is that if I put music on the stream, people who watch the stream couldn't listen to their own music, because if you've ever tried to listen to two music at the same time, like two different songs, like if you play two songs at the same time and like and think to yourself like, does this sound good? I'm guessing the answer you'll come up with is no, this does not sound good. This sounds awful and I dislike it intensely. Um, so I yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but oops. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I have to draw this in manually. It's a little unfortunate, but uh, I personally appreciate it when on a stream I can listen to my own music, and so in this case, I'm deferring to the like letting people listen to their own music, and so yeah, like I said, I recognize that not literally everyone can, um, but unfortunately, the people who can't listen to their own music are the minority by a significant margin. Actually, I don't have like the actual numbers to back that up, but I'm fairly certain because there are relatively few platforms. Like if you can't listen to music right now while watching the stream, I think like I'm pretty sure the platform you're using is not the. Hey, that's a fun noise. I'm pretty sure the platform you're using is not the most common platform. I'd venture a guess to say. Uh, Shabi, 81, 985. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. um, yeah. All right. I am thinking I might get intro music or outro music or something, so that way, or like, I don't know. I might get some music that I can play like at very like specific times, but uh 30-second soundtrack, nice. um so um I'm also, you guys also wouldn't want to hear my music. I'm not a musician. I'm not a good musician. The same way I'm not like, oh yeah, so I often say that I'm not a good artist because I'm not, because there are like professional artists who are very good. When I say I'm not a good musician, I don't even mean like I have some music skill, but I'm not professional. I just mean like I basically have zero music skill. So uh, if I say you probably don't want to hear my music, there's a good chance that that is a correct and true statement. Uh, it's definitely not my strength. So I've considered like maybe that is something I should try at some point, because it's not like I don't want to know how to make music. It's just that I don't have that practice yet. So it's something I was thinking like maybe I should try that. Maybe I should get into it, because like I'm never going to be any good at it if I never start and like actually learn how. Um, and so yeah, maybe it could happen at some point. But the hey, look, this pirate ship is starting to shape up a little bit. It's getting into ship shape. Why did I say that? Um, yeah. Oh, I should be consistent with how I do the lighting, because I'm not even being consistent on this side. Like uh, yeah, the shape of this would be more like, this one would be a little less flat or a little less angly, and this one would be a little more flat, a little more angly. If I'm being consistent. Uh, yeah. Okay. So, what else? I feel like there was something else that I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I still need to clean up the door. Well, yeah, no, I think at this point it's basically clean up work. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I can convert the color of the stairs real quick. Uh, so wait, this is on the ng props layer. So how poorly would it work out if I just tried to like change the color? Oh, you know what I could, I could try is like color shifting it to get it there. It'd be difficult. No, I don't really anticipate that to be working. Well, actually, no. It might work out slightly better. Hold on. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. Just because I don't want to redraw the stairs. Oh yeah, wait. So hold on. I should exempt the railing. I mean, I can just redraw the railing. But yeah. So near ground props. Let's So this color is. Oh whoa! Look at all this chat. LMMS, free open source music software. Oh, I have Audacity. I haven't really tried to use it too much, but I do have it. But LMMS, yeah, let's see what that's about. Uh, Excuse me. Ah. All right, LMMS was it? Uh, Interesting. Is this actually does LMM actually stand for Let's Make Music? That'd be amazing. Uh, huh. Wow. Seems cool. I Yeah, I don't really need it right now, but I'll download it, I guess. And then when I do need to try it, I'll wait, what's the difference between these two? Oh, 64-bit versus 32-bit. Uh yeah, cool. Thank you for the tip. I'll have to give that a try sometime. Uh so the output quality is a bit poor. What is FL Studio? Um, wow. Look at all these people who know stuff about audio in here. How convenient that you're all here today. um, um, cool. So, oh yeah, yeah. So the thing I was thinking of doing here is like, so this is 26, 28, 72. This is 26, 63, 62. So hypothetically, just by adjusting the brightness and saturation, or the lightness and saturation, I hypothetically can get from one of these values to the other. It would be more saturated and less light. Yeah. See, it kind of like they kind of turn into each other if I go in this direction with it. Uh, so that's convenient. Like both tones aren't going to work out exactly like each other, but I think the reason I want to do this is just to start it in the right direction, and then it'll be easier to swap out because I won't have to go quite as far. So like for example now, I can spill this color, and like look, we're almost there already. Do 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 do. Yeah, and that's pretty good. That's basically all I wanted to do. And I will clean up the edges a little bit, but that was a lot quicker than having to like redraw it or having to like try and get it to look right with like all this like weird spill paint. Oh wait, I should do this. Oops, hold on. Do do do. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Cool. All right, cleanup time. Time to clean up a ton of stuff. Polish some assets. And by polish, I don't actually mean polish. I just mean like make look a little bit nicer. The Canon is the one thing that I don't even really 100% understand yet. So that's gonna take a little bit of work. Also, I want more rope places. In terms of the interior, I think I might not actually add props to the interior of the boat, or I might add some, but not much because I actually I kind of like what the changes in lighting did to the boat interior. It makes it feel less flat. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's do this stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, layer 14 was like a lie. I have to convert these two layers independently. So let's do them one at a time. So yeah, basically the first thing to do is actually wait, hold on. What are the difference between these two colors? Just a little bit of lightness, basically. So what if I sorry, I'm like going mad with power now because now I just want to like cut across here and yeah. No, I just want to see if I can do it all just by changing the brightness, not by changing anything else. So, oh, wrong layer. Yeah, it's the wrong layer. Foreground, adjust hue saturation. So this time we're not adjusting the hue, but I was just thinking like, I mean I can still basically shift the colors that way, because like now if I just tidy up this line, or actually wait, first I should spill this color here to get it to be quite right. Oh, I should do that with the other tone too. Hmm. Oh, sorry. Wasn't. I kind of want an access virus. Makes the coolest sounds. Oh. Oh, okay. Access virus sounds like something much more evil than a virtual analog synthesizer. uh, hey, you guys diffused the Doomsday device. Good job. Like no one ever diffuses the Doomsday device, or like I guess you didn't diffuse it, but you neutralized it. That's like that. That is one of the hardest quests in the game. Good job. Nice work. Uh, Dream Station. I like the sound of that one. Probably because it reminds me of Dreamcast. Did it come out in 1999 and get immediately canceled, basically? Or immediately, like, immediate support for it was immediately dropped? Too soon? I don't know. Alright, no, yeah, Dream Station sounds like a hybrid of, Dreamcast and, PlayStation. That would have been quite a console. Alright, so, Near Ground. Oh yeah, actually, that was actually most of it, right? Oh no, okay, so the edge of the door. So that's easy enough. I can just do that manually. Alright, so, yeah, so the Near Ground. Yeah, I guess I actually probably will just like. Oh yeah, wait, that was the thing I was gonna do actually, with the oh, well, what's the. Oh, this oh, wrong there. This spill operation did not conclude perfectly, 100%. So I'll just tidy up the edges a little bit. And then also, yeah, let's I don't know. It wasn't exactly what I meant to do per se, but I'm just gonna. Oh wait, actually, this isn't the right color yet. I'm just going to like NG or foreground layer. I'm just gonna spill in. And actually, I think I'm just gonna use this darker tone for the shading, or for this. I'm not gonna instead of trying to put in like highlighting on this door frame. I'm just gonna use the darker shade. Actually, I think that's fine. So. Oops, wrong layer. So on the near ground, we had. Actually, I'm gonna hide the foreground again. Just so I can. Not that it matters, because like most of this never actually gets shown, but this makes me feel better if it's if it's tidy as such. All right. And then, oh yeah, so then I'm going to put a thin edge down here, separating the stairs from the door frame. And then I'm just going to, yeah, convert this over as such. Oh wait, why is the ground not shaded? I must have drawn that on the wrong layer. Because the ground shading should definitely be on this layer. Yep. Whoops. Alright. Oh no, I'm drawing on the wrong layer right now. As we speak, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Whoops. Alright, but that's easy enough to fix. I can I can move that pretty easily. But yeah, I draw on the wrong layer a lot, as you might notice. So one thing to always one very useful skill is the capacity to. Oh shoot! Wait, this is the layer that has. No. I'm again using the wrong layer. Cut that. Okay. Yeah. So one handy tool is understanding how to repair layers when you've accidentally. No. What are you doing? Right. Yeah. Understanding how to repair layers when you accidentally work on the wrong one is a useful skill. So that's now on the correct layer, and then what? Oh wait. Oh well. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So I'll have to redraw that seam now that I'm drawing it on the correct layer. Have I seen what MS did with Notepad and Paint in Windows 10? No, I haven't. I did hear it's going to be a free upgrade, which is kind of cool. Is that true? I just read a headline that like Windows 10 is going to be a free upgrade for presumably Windows 8 users, and I'm a Windows 8 user, so I was excited to hear about that possibly. Oh hey Gorks, how's it going? Sorry, or Gork HS. Sorry, I was not paying attention to chat. How's it going? Uh, uh, huh. All right. Uh, sorry, just catching up real quick. Hmm. Cool. Yeah. When I got Windows 8, Windows yeah, when I got Windows 8, it had 8.1 already, so I never had to deal with the original version. Fortunately, I hear it was even worse. um. So wait, what's a Oh, oh really? That's dumb. Trial free upgrade? That's just called a trial. um. um. That's distinctly less exciting. Although I would have been surprised if if I would have been surprised if the headline I read had been true. It would have been, yeah. So I guess I'm not too surprised that it's not true. Those jerks. They're like, I hope you like bad operating systems that suck. No, seriously, where did the oh yeah, right. No, it's not that I did it on the wrong layer. It's that I had the temp version, which yeah, okay. So this is fine. We got this. We can do this. Alright. So now what is the correct layer? The correct layer is the near ground layer. So I'm gonna put in a lower edge to the door frame, and then like so. And then yeah, I guess actually this can go kind of like that. Although actually, yeah, I'll probably want a slightly darkened edge on the upper layer. Just so it stands out a little bit. Oh, that's a weird view. I want like a darkened edge here. A little bit. Just a little bit. Something subtle. Just so it doesn't completely like melt into the floor. Yeah, that's fine. Although this angle is completely wrong. Apart from that, this is terrible and unacceptable altogether. Other than that, it's fine. Yeah, this is supposed to be much sharper. I think. Yeah, more like that. But I think I brought it up too high. Nah, it's fine. I don't care. I stopped caring. This is good. This is all good. I will ship this. Ship it. Ship it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, sorry. Not actually funny. Um, uh, well played, Marty VM. Zero change in Notepad and Paint. That is fantastic. Excellent. I'm sold. Heck, I still use Notepad. I don't use Paint anymore. I use Paint.net. Which, incidentally, when I started using Paint.net, I used it on a computer that someone else had set up for me. Like I used it at a computer. It was at work. Paint.net was just on the computer, and I never realized it was actually something that you have to put on the computer. I thought it was like the new Paint. I thought Paint.net was like I don't know, maybe Microsoft had like gone in and made Paint better, and then that's how it came to be. Turns out that's not the case, but I didn't realize. It took me a long time to discover that Paint.net was actually just a thing that you download. Because like I got a computer with Windows on it, and I was like, "Where's Paint.net? Why is Paint.net not here?" Because like I mean, Microsoft even names like their stuff like .net. Like .net is like a thing that they put at the end of their programs sometimes, and so it didn't really even make sense to me because like I think Microsoft uses .net to indicate like online like networking stuff, and there's no like online or networking stuff in Paint.net. But I don't know. I guess I just kind of thought like maybe I never discovered those features. Maybe you actually can. Maybe there is like some online interactive connectivity with Paint.net, and I've just never actually used that feature before. I don't know. But then yeah, I used a computer and I had Windows, and I was like, "Where's Paint.net? Why is Paint.net not on this machine?" And that was how I found out the truth, the truth about Paint.net. Kind of a weird name for a program, Paint.net. Is it because the default file type is PNG files? Is that why they call it Paint.net? Because it's like portable network graphics. I don't know. Uh, Whatever. It works fine for what it does. This is not connecting quite right because the log is not thick enough, or like this pillar is not thick enough. I don't know exactly why it's not connecting quite right. Maybe I just need to bring it down. Maybe it's just up too high. Oops. Well, that's weird. That looks weird and is not correct. Why is this so difficult? Why am I having such a hard time with this? I know what I'll do. I'm gonna draw. What the heck was that? My computer does that sometimes, and I don't know why. I just kind of go with it. I'm just like, all right, whatever, computer. You do you. Uh, Oof. I'm gonna hide the boat temporarily because I keep accidentally wanting to instead of like erasing, I keep wanting to like color pick and like draw over it like that. Like that's I'm not erasing right now because like right now if I hide the water, like I just drew over it in like turquoise, and at least if I hide the boat, then if I do accidentally do that, I'll be drawing over it in turquoise, and it'll be a lot more obvious that I did it. Uh, so, uh, um, paint used to be paintbrush back in the day. Interesting. That might sound vaguely familiar. I don't know. I didn't retain much from my early interactions with operating systems. I didn't really understand the significance of operating systems back when I was younger. Operating systems were just those things that got you into games. Uh, so, they got you into games and they got you on the internet. That was what operating systems did. Or they got you into browsers at any rate. XP was really, yeah. I had no complaints about XP, so. Uh, 7? I didn't even have complaints with 7, really. No, I was happy with 7. 8? Not a fan of 8. um, Wait, Paint.net uses the .NET framework? What does it use it for? Isn't the .NET framework because... I assume the .NET framework was for like net related stuff. I don't know why I thought that. um, uh, so, all right. Hmm. Interesting. Ah, the etymology of old software. Uh, that's another thing that like before I was a developer, I never really thought about like names of like software and stuff. Like software just had names. I never really had paused to think about like trademark disputes or anything like that. I guess I never realized how common that stuff is. How it's like a constant war of like who names what and what legally infringes on what and what the what and and whatnot. um, all right, I'm just gonna yeah, I was gonna add in like a new layer just so I can literally extend this beam. Oh, maybe it's, you know what? The original isn't even in the right shape. So I'm gonna, hey, congratulations to those of you who leveled up. Uh, uh, oh, someone's an archer. I think someone is now officially an archer. I missed who that was, but I think you just officially became an archer. Officially, officially. Good job. I mean, there's nothing in the game that actually says you're an archer, and there's nothing that actually happens based on the fact that you're now officially an archer, but uh, it does kind of technically happen despite the fact that it doesn't. I don't know. That was how the character art worked when I made it. So, all right. So yeah. So I was just thinking I would do something like this, so that way the beam is straight, and so if I race away, it like doesn't look weirdly angled, and I don't know. I was thinking that might be helpful a little bit. Kind of is. Uh, all right. So, huh? That's funny. It still doesn't look straight, even though I just made it straight. Even though I just literally made it straight, it still doesn't look that way. All right. Well, at this point, it's probably just my eyes, so I'm going to stop caring about it. I'm also going to click this down a little bit. Oops, not that. I'm just going to move this down like a pixel or two. Oh, so yeah, I drew that around this layer. So I'll move it down and then squish the layers. And that way I can touch it up again. Because I kind of melted it a little bit. Oops. Alright. So... yeah, your experience, it tells you your experience all the time. Like whenever you show up on screen, here, wait, I'm just gonna look at the visuals real quick. So I'm gonna make the screen look weird, but like, so Lauren has one experience and is 1% of the way to the next level. Like checking your level, like you when you gain experience, it'll tell you your level. So if you care about your level, like if you care about your level and you can't remember it, then you get reminded of that sometimes. But like your level doesn't change very often, so it doesn't constantly tell you your level. It does constantly tell you your experience because your experience does change fairly often. So like Killer Q has 22 experience, 55% of the way to the next level. Um, yeah, like if you connect to your Twitter account, then Trusty Bard will tell you when you level up. So that way, in case you miss it, then that's another way to keep track. All right, sorry. Okay, so sorry. Yeah, I can't really gesture to the on-screen visuals in a convenient manner other than by doing that. So I apologize. Actually, no, I guess I can still do it. I just can't read it. But, like I can do it like this, but like I can see that says Lauren, one experience, 1%. It's just harder to see. All right. Yeah. So here we have our stairway into nowhere. Oh wait, why is that? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Technically, I should have drawn those on different layers, but whatever. Actually, you know what? I mean, The staircase doesn't even need to be on the props layer. The staircase, oh, well, it's a little smudgy. Oh, wait. Okay. This is why I always draw on the wrong layer, because I get distracted from the thing that I was working on, and then I accidentally start working on something else instead. Hey, so yeah, so look, so who just gained experience there? Sorry, I'm gonna make the screen look weird again. Killer Q, +5 experience, level 15. So if you ever forget what your level is, when you gain experience, it tells you what your level is. Yeah. So Killer Q is level 15. And so the reason it doesn't tell you constantly what your level is because your level doesn't change until you level up. So someday you'll level up, and someday it will change. But it's not like I don't know. The only time your level can change without you noticing is if you gain experience while you're AFK, which can happen, but doesn't happen. Hypothetically, that's not the typical use case. So, and then, like I said before, if you connect your account on Twitter, then TrustyBard will tell you when you level up, and so you'll always know what level you are because it'll always be the last level that TrustyBard told you you were. Okay. So, oh yeah, these posts. I might just want to do something different with this railing, like because this railing is like coming down into the scene here. I might want to actually like render it like with shading and stuff, like the way I treat other pieces of the scene. I don't know. It's not urgent that I figure that out though. So I'm just going to. Oh wait, actually, the reason this railing didn't come down very far is because it connects to the boat, which show. Oh, my mouse is on the wrong computer. Yeah, which only comes down this far. Oh, this is technically the. No, this is. Why do these colors not match exactly? Huh. I must have accidentally picked the wrong one at some point. I must have accidentally color picked the wrong one at some point. I don't know. Anyways, let's fix that. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, why did it not work? That's yeah, I should probably actually shade it. Again, though that's not a priority, so I won't like hurry to do that. All right, that's fine. Yeah. So now let's clean up the rest of the props. Oh, is the angle of the Oh yeah, wait. Actually, not that I don't care about the angle of the of this thing. I just want to make sure that it. Yeah. All right. So wait, hold on. I'll clean this up a little bit. I'll just quickly clean up the rest of this, like the last beam coming out of this prop, and yeah, because the thing is, this prop is actually a little big, and so one of the things I'll have to be doing is making sure it looks okay when the adventurers move past it, because if it looks like it's like sticking out, if it looks like they would collide, that can add like a weird like dissonance that kind of like breaks the 3D effect of the screen. So let's yeah, I think I might need to do something to make this less pronounced because gosh, that one that I lined up and made sure that it looked like it was straight, like it does not look straight. It looks so broken, and that's so weird because I made it look straight. I made like it is literally a straight line, and it just looks so broken. I don't know what that's about, but I won't worry about that. Yeah, so the adventure layer, so like the way the adventurers move past these things is basically like so. So like I'm just like lining it up. Like, does it look... Whoa. Why is there like a weird blue dot in the... Sorry, there's just like a weird blue dot next to the adventure. I must have like accidentally drawn on the wrong layer or something. I don't care about that though, whatever. Yeah, okay, so as this adventure with his fox, like as it moves towards this thing, does it look... I mean, I guess it... Yeah, no, it looks a little weird. It looks a little bit like it would be... like... in the way. Like it looks a little bit like the adventure might bump into it. And then it looks a little bit flat that the adventure doesn't bump into it. So what should I do about that? For one thing, I should change the angle of those things. Because I definitely made it a little too exaggerated. And maybe it is just the one that's too exaggerated. Like this one that I only barely polished up is like sticking out in totally like the wrong direction. Whoops, wrong way. Oh, oops, did I cut off the adventure on the edge of the screen? No, okay, good. Not that it would have mattered exactly, but okay. So near ground props. So it's wait, what? Oh no, foreground props. Excuse me. Yeah, let's just completely change this one because it's supposed to be way more mellow. It's supposed to like come out, I don't know, more like that, if anything. A little higher up. I mean, hypothetically, this thing's symmetrical, so. uh, do. Yeah, maybe that will be less bad. So, yeah. Alright, this also shouldn't be quite so rounded. It should be a little more flat on the top. And then, so that should be fine. Oh yeah, and then the rope. The rope is not actually rendered. I don't think I even invented the darker tone for the rope yet. So the darker tone for the rope would be darker than that. For some reason, all the props on this boat are very high contrast. I guess it's because there's very direct sunlight on sea. Like you have no cover from the sun. So I don't know if that's necessarily why. But oh, curious about something, and this may not be in consideration right now. Right now there are 20 of us, so the density is sane. Yeah, the density doesn't change. The reason you see this many people on screen is not because sorry, I'll read the rest of the text in case this is not the question that you're asking. But the reason you see this many adventures on screen is not because there are this many adventures in the game. You see this many adventures on screen because this is how many adventures fit on screen. If there were more players, there would not be more adventures on screen. So so the important thing to remember is that like seeing how much experience you have doesn't change how much experience you have. If you really care about your levels and you really care about how much experience you have, connect your account to Twitter. That's why it's there. There's not a reasonable way to do that otherwise. So connect your account to Twitter. 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 Sorry, I meant to say connect your account to Twitter. Connect your account to Twitter. Connect your account to Twitter. And I mean, if you feel like it, you can also connect your account to Twitter. So do it. It's just like, I don't know. I answer that question way too often, considering the answer is connect your account to Twitter. um, So, yeah, okay, so the rope. The ropes. Here, let me show you the ropes. Sorry, I didn't actually say that. That was, I would never say something such an offensively terrible and bad pun. I'll say puns from time to time, but they're never that bad. I did not actually say that. All right, let's make the shape here a little more reasonable. All right, and then so then we have our shading tone. Wait, hold on. I'm not getting this curve very well. It's supposed to be a little more dramatic on the edges and like a little flatter around the sides. Yeah, kind of like that. Actually, wait, hold on. Actually, I should bring this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm making it way too thick. Oh yeah, and actually this whole side should be in shading. Yep. So there's that, and then there's, basically I'm just trying to make it look like the rope is wrapped around the post like several times over. And I'm not gonna actually like connect it to anything. Just gonna like, kind of like leave it. Actually, I'm gonna use a slightly smaller brush. We're going in for some fine detail here. um, If you have a problem with Twitter, don't think of it as Twitter. Think of it as your SideQuest mobile app. Think of it as your SideQuest update app. You like you can make your account protected. You don't have to tell anyone that your account exists. It's not a social media platform. It's literally your SideQuest update. Your SideQuest update app is what it is. Okay, does that make you feel better? Uh, uh, And then the other thing is that there's really nothing wrong with Twitter. Like, if you have a problem with Twitter, you don't have a problem with the app. You have a problem with people because the app is just people. Unlike Facebook, it's not like unlike other social media platforms, it's not manipulative and there's no one like interfering with like what information you're getting out of the application. If you have a problem with Twitter, it's just because you don't like people. Frankly, because Twitter is literally just messages from people. Like I have some qualms with like some social media stuff because like some social media platforms like actually like manipulate like how the like they actually like tinker with like the updates so they don't literally just relay information from like a network of people with whom you associate. So like I find that sketchy, and that's why I use Twitter and not other social media platforms. But like Twitter is actually legit. Like it's actually like people talking to people. So yeah, no, if you have a problem with Twitter, it's not because you have a problem with Twitter. Spoilers. I don't know. I was thinking I might add like a little bit of lighting on the other side. That might not be strictly necessary. But it's fine. I'm not gonna. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't hurt anything. Okay, so this isn't mind blowing. This prop, it's basically just like filler, I guess. It's just like to add more stuff to the scene a little bit. But I think the other ones. I think like so yeah. I mean, I could even like shrink that down a little bit. No, it's probably fine how it is. I think no. What I was thinking though is I might want to make the cannon like actually bigger than I have it spec'd in, so that way it's actually like a more interesting part of the scene. There's Twitter can't scare you unless you're scared of people because Twitter is literally people. Twitter is literally people. I'm not gonna pry in case it's not something that you want to talk about, but I can assure you that like I don't know. I can assure you that it's fine and that you shouldn't have any qualms about it. At least for now. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll change at some point. But if it ever changes and it becomes unfine, then I'll probably take SideQuest off it and use something else instead. But like right now, it's totally legit. So, security issues. All right, unless you're like literally a spy in real life, like I I don't know. I don't find that to be a valid excuse because unless you're like literally a spy and like it's literally vital to like the state of like world affairs that like you retain like uh some like level of secrecy like that the world just can never know, then like lighten up. Like no one cares if you like look at pornography or I like no one cares what you do with your life. Like literally no one cares. Um, so like I, I don't know. I don't accept that as a valid criticism just because again it has nothing to do with the platform. It's literally just that like you don't like how people interact with those systems. Like you don't like that there are people out there who are trying to like undermine your security. You don't like that there are people out there, but like there's nothing about these platforms that, or there's nothing about this platform in particular that, and I'm not paid by Twitter. I just like, I care about communication technology. I care about all technology. And so as someone who's like, who's been, you know, surveying like what communication technology is right now, I've come to the conclusion that Twitter is the one that's actually doing it pretty right now. So, um, yeah, I mean, I guess so. Like, if you, like I said, if this isn't something that you actually want to talk about, don't feel obligated to talk about it. Like, if you literally are a spy and the fate of the world depends on your, on some like secrecy, some level of secrecy, uh, then cool, good for you. Good, like keep up the great work. But for 99.999% of the people that could be hearing this, I can assure you, there's not actually anything to be worried about there. I mean, there are things to be cautious about. Like if like just because you're on like a like just because you're on a, you know, a new platform doesn't mean it's suddenly okay to tell people like your password and your social security number. Don't go on a new platform and act like a weird person. Like don't go on a platform and do something you wouldn't do in any other situation. Because like yeah, that's a like. But again, that's not the platform. That's you. That's that. In that case, it's not even other people. In that case, it's just you. Forgetting that like you're not supposed to tell people your credit card numbers and you're not supposed to and that there isn't actually like a prince in another continent who's going to pay you like, you know, 8 times whatever money you are willing to send over. Uh, so I don't know. This cannon, I don't know. I definitely need to do something to sell this cannon as a cannon. I might just angle it. I'm like basically trying to draw it like square on right now. So I should probably just like angle it a little bit so that way I can add more depth to it and make it a little more clear as to like what it is that I'm trying to render here. I should also just add more. I should also just add more. Twitter is Soylent Green. Yes, that is true. Uh, so. um, well, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, Killer Q, but I'm pretty sure that goes back to the paranoia that we talked about earlier. And again, I'm not a psychologist, so like, I'm probably not gonna like describe it like in the right terms, but like, I assure you, like, no, I don't. Like, if there's something that like, if there's something that like is wrong with your physiology or like whatever, that like, you know, your thoughts or whatever have like adverse effect on like society, like Twitter's not going to change that. Again, like I said, like Twitter is not your thoughts. Twitter is not a communication platform for you. Twitter is how you check your stats in SideQuest. I'm not saying like go download the app and then tell all your friends and connect with everyone and use it for messages. I'm saying literally never send a single tweet. Literally never send a single tweet. Use it to check your stats if that's what you want to do. Like, I like there's I know I've been saying this in a lighthearted tone because I try and keep the content of the stream lighthearted, but no, I mean like if you're unwilling to like meet very simple and straightforward accommodations, I really have to ask you to like stop, just literally stop. So if you I honestly don't care which of those things you do, but you have to do one of them. Or you know that's how you can participate, and if you choose not to participate, then that's also fine. Good luck to you. But yeah, it's I can't spend like all day every day explaining to you what are some actually very very basic concepts. So it's just not, it's not interesting, right? We could be doing other more interesting things. Um, yeah, so this cannon, I think I probably should angle it. I mean, I can just add detail to the barrel so that it like it adds, you know, because cannons are not like literally just like a completely flat tube. They're not just like metal hot dogs. So I think I should probably also put in more of a taper because they tend to, because for one thing for foreshortening, but also I think they actually tend to get slightly narrow towards the end. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. And so yeah, also this cart thing, I guess this should have like a slight taper to it as well. Not because it actually gets narrower, just because of foreshortening. So I guess it should actually be a little wider on the back edges. Oh, but I was going to angle it a little bit. So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this is fine. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is fine. I should just clean it up. I have been spending a lot of time on this pirate ship. And I haven't even done the tech work for it yet, so yeah, I should probably undo. No, I'll just be satisfied with how it is. And oops. So alright, I'm making weird face noises, which means I've run out of things that I need to be saying out loud, or like literally my thought process is all squared away, and so now the I'm not like thinking, I'm not planning even, I'm literally just like executing on the things that I already said. So if anyone has questions, this would be an excellent time to ask. And if no one has questions, I can make those little do noises. It's not like it's difficult. I'm clearly happy to do so. Oh, it is 2:07. I have to go feed my the puppy for which I am taking care of. He's not actually a puppy. He's just very small, so I think of him as a puppy. He's actually like 10 years old or something like that. I have to do that at some point in the not too distant future. Oh, this should come down further. Yeah, it's too high up. Yeah. So. Alright, well, that's fine, Killer Q. The next time anyone asks me about experience points or levels in side quests, oh, what the heck? Oh, I'm drawing this on the wrong layer. Whoops. Next time anyone asks me about how to check their level or how to check their experience, I'm going to ban you from chat. I'm going to ban you personally, Killer Q. But it's fine if you don't care about those things. So you've been on Photoshop with a stream in the background. All I was hearing was Twitter. I was talking a lot about Twitter. Chalupa. Yeah. I am from yeah, no, Killer Q. It's not if you ask again. It's if literally anyone, any person at all asks about how to check their level or how to check their experience or anything along those lines, I'm going to ban you, Killer Q, from this channel permanently. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, I am from the. Sorry. Just the comparison between those two things was really funny to me. Sorry, I have to do it again. Okay. Just because I put it on the wrong layer. Alright, hold on. Near ground props. Paste. Okay, there we go. That's better. Alright, so now I can slide it down. I can slide it down. Alright, yeah, what tool is this one? Yeah, because, like, basically, I guess I am pulling it back a little bit. Like, in terms of, like, what this geometry means. Oh, is it weird to have a cannon right at the bottom of the stairs? I guess a little bit. So I might want to shift it around a little bit as well. But, like, yeah, relative to, like, where the adventurers walk. Like, I'm basically trying to actually use this deck So I think this is okay. I think this is good. This is an okay position for it. Because right, yeah. So what I want to emphasize is that there's actually distance between. So like yeah, with the stairs and the cannon positioning and stuff like that. I really want to sell that there's like that the adventures are not right up against the side of the boat. There's like actual like depth and width to the boat. So uh, yeah, Killer Q, stop being such a cyberbully. Uh, um, oh, all right. Well, I said I was gonna do it. No, I'm just kidding. Unban, unban Killer Q13. All right. I was just kidding. But I am also dedicated to my comedy, so comedy. No, I'm dedicated to my the bits, but I was just kidding. I'm sorry, Killer Q, for banning you. Okay. Uh, do. All right. So yeah, the shape isn't done. Yeah. Uh, like the cannon isn't done, but I think there's the right positioning for it. Oh, you. You know what I just remembered is that actually I haven't put the wheels on yet because I was gonna put wheels on like this one kind of, and as soon as I put the wheels on, I'm probably gonna shift it back back up a little bit, because the wheels will make it look like it's lower to the ground, or like make it look like it's yeah, it'll make it look like it's higher off the ground, or it literally lifts it off the ground. Right. So whoops, whatever. But I have established the depth to the extent that I want to establish the depth. So that's the good news, I guess. Um, all right. Yeah. They're not gonna be huge. They're just gonna be like do. It's like some wheels, for when you're rolling your cannons around. Actually, I guess this line should come up a little bit higher, because like, for whatever reason, the lighting on this boat, things like, yeah. I mean, actually, I guess I could like, maybe that's what was seeming strange about. Oops, I was drawing on the wrong layer. Maybe the other thing that was seeming strange about this prop is that it's like, it's not lit quite like how everything else is lit. Like well, no, this is probably fine. Let's not worry about it for now. I might want to come back and worry about it later. We'll see. Alright, so yeah. And then on this side, it's going to be mostly shaded. Oops. Let's make it level. And then... Yeah. Mostly... Oh, well, again, let's make it even, because this one's a little bit thin. And it doesn't come down quite far enough. Oh, and it actually goes up a little too high. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty good. And then I'll just put like a little bit of lighting on it. It's not completely in the dark. But it is pretty dim. Hold on, wait, let me get a little closer and use a slightly smaller brush just to get the shape of this. Yeah, that's... wait, hold on. What am I trying to do here? I think I'm trying to like make it... Yeah, maybe I won't even put it on the edge. Maybe I'll just put it on the side, and then maybe a stripe across the top here. Or actually, I guess it'd be at the same height as the other side. Yeah, maybe something like that's fine. Okay. And then, yeah. I guess I should also be shadowing the deck, because like this cannon is significant, so... Oh yeah, do I need to move it back up again? Yeah, I think I will move it up slightly. uh, I guess I guess they keep the gunpowder in the crates. Maybe that's why they have so many crates around. But yeah, I didn't really put in any other container type stuff. But there are a lot of crates on deck, so uh, hopefully there's no scientific reason that you can't keep gunpowder in a. Hey, congratulations to those who leveled up. Hopefully there's no scientific reason that you're not supposed to keep gunpowder in a crate, because I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's how it's gonna be. Okay, yeah, and as I was saying, I should shadow this cannon, because I don't always cast shadows, but like things that are big enough, like it would look weird if I didn't. So this definitely falls into that category. I'm gonna put a new layer for NG prop shadows, or maybe just prop shadows. NG prop. Uh, NG prop shade, and then yeah, that way in case I want to move the cannon around, I won't have to move the shadows won't be drawn directly onto the deck, and so it'll be easier to move the shadows around with the cannon. It'll just be like so. Not a huge shadow or anything, just like a a little bit of a shape cast as such. I guess actually it'd be, if I want to get particular, it would be a little flatter on this edge, and then it would have a lump that comes out, and it would get notched in slightly. Oops, not like that. It would be slightly notched in on either side of the lump, like so. A bit like so. Y'all. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, so now, I don't feel like redrawing literally that whole thing. I'm not 100% done with it, but just because this is like mostly the foundation of the cannon, I'm going to copy this over, and then I'll finish them both slightly, with some differentiation. They're not going to be like carbon copies of each other, but they are going to be the same type of cannon, so they're not going to vary so completely. Again, the temp version, adorable. So let's do the shadow as well. Copy, paste. It goes about like that, I think. Does that shadow look right in the grand scheme of things? Yeah, it looks alright. I could trim it down a little bit. Like I might actually might bring it up slightly. Like just shorten it a little bit. It doesn't have, I don't think it has to be quite as big as it was. And the positioning of the cannons, yeah, it's about right. And then yeah, cool. All right, so sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for 1 second, but I will be right back. Sorry, just 1 second. Sorry for the delay. Uh, oh yeah, creative. Sorry, sorry. I I was zoned out of chat. The Mystic is kind of standing in front of it, but once we clean up the rest of the stuff, this will be a stack of cannonballs. Someday, someday this will be a stack of cannonballs. Right now it's like a weird melty, misshapen stack of cannonballs. Oh, Alt Edge. I don't have like an exact schedule, but typically I stream weekdays between like When I say between like 10 and 6 Eastern Standard Time, what I mean is I usually start around 10 or so, and I usually conclude around 6 or so. But if you show up at 10 expecting like me to start on time, you're going to be disappointed. So if like I guess like my core hours are more like 11 to 5. But I'm also off blah, blah, a fair amount of the time. I'll feed Chalupa soon. Actually, he doesn't need to get fed for another like hour or so. He doesn't even usually eat until around 4 o'clock. But I'm nervous that I'm gonna forget, so I keep doing it at around like 3:30 instead. Um, but uh, yeah, I think so the reason I probably won't break the ship is that to transition between the interior and the exterior of the ship, I have these like broken looking things, and I don't want to imply that these are actual like breaking of the oh yeah, right now it is 2:21 p.m. So like I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours today, but I started late. I've been streaming like almost like 4 hours today, and I'll probably stream for a while as well. Fridays I don't always do a full day because like sometimes, like again I say 10 to 6, but like oftentimes it turns out to be like 11 to 9 instead. So like sometimes I'll have done like a lot like earlier in the week, and so sometimes I don't stream on Fridays, or I'll stream like less on Fridays. Like maybe I'll do like a half day on Friday or something like that. But I try and do like a good like 40 hours a week. Like 40 hours a week is my target. Uh, Sometimes I'll do a little more. Sometimes I'll do a little less. But yeah, I do stream a lot. I do tend to. Oh, what is this YouTube link? Sorry, 1 second. Uh, uh, what is this? I was playing an advertisement. Sorry. All right. Well, while that's going in the background, I will. I will. I've never heard this before. All right. Well, I can't watch. I can't watch the whole thing now, but I'll bookmark that and check it out later. Looks entertaining. Okay. um. All right. So. Uh. let's 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 do what now? Yes, let's finish up the detailing on these cannons. So I mean, there's not much else to do. It's basically like I was thinking like a little, yeah. So like shading lines. Let's use a smaller brush. Am I on the correct layer? No, I'm not. So like just just like a little bit of shading around the edges here, just to tighten that up, and smooth out the shape a little bit, and then yeah, some on this side too, just for just so yeah, because like I don't know, the shape isn't like perfectly sharp edged, right? Like there's a little bit of a roundness, not like a roundness necessarily, but like there's a little bit of a give or a taper, or like I don't know. I'm just putting it. I'm just. I guess I don't actually have a great reason. I'm just putting like an edge there, and then actually I guess there wasn't really much like that much else that I was planning on doing with it. Just like cleaning up the corners so that it looks kind of sharp, or a little bit sharper. No, I'm actually. I guess I guess I'm really not changing much here. Oh, ropes and stuff. Uh, Ropes. I mean, I guess I don't really have to. Like, I think I was thinking ropes because like this cannon had ropes. Like, whoa, what the heck? I did not mean to go a different place. I was actually quite happy with where I was. Please go back. Uh, um, yeah, maybe I don't need ropes necessarily. Oh, that's how they stop it from rolling around. Look, there's like a rope that goes, it ties to the thing, and then goes through these loops on the side, and then it goes through the thing, and then, huh, interesting. So maybe I should rope it up. Nah, whatever. I don't really feel like it. But they are very similar now, so I should probably like differentiate them just so that they're not like clones. Uh, Not that I have anything against clones. I just didn't. Whoops! I just did not intend for these cannons to be clones. That's all. Do. So, I mean, I guess like I could make them slightly different. Like, there's no reason they have to be the exact same type of cannon. Um, but for simplicity, I'm basically just going to. Uh, I'll do like the same small tweaks or similar small tweaks that I did to the other one, and I don't know if I 100% like how I did the shading on the wheel here. It was good enough though, so I guess I'll leave it that way on the other one. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, I was going to talk. Was it yesterday that I was talking about how like if I copy something over, or no, it was probably when I was working on the village. Like if I'm reusing like the same sort of shape, like the thing that I'll want to fix to make it so that it doesn't look like carbon copies is anything that looked like okay. Whoops. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't just like use the eraser tool here. Um, Anything that looked okay but didn't look quite right, like it looked passable but not perfect, is the sort of thing that like if I you know if I repeat it, like I'll want to fix it eventually because it look like if something just looks slightly odd, uh, like the whole game looks slightly odd because like everything's hand drawn and very and a lot of it's very rough. Um, the things that are going to really stand out though are the things that are wrong twice, because then it doesn't because then it doesn't yeah, no, then it doesn't look like it was just like an oversight. It looks like it was like some sort of weird part, like potentially intentional part of how things look. So yeah, that should probably be fine. Again, they're supposed to be the same canon, like or like identical, nearly identical canons. So uh, if they're a little bit identical, that's okay. um, all right, and so now the crates, and I do need. So the crates, the ropes. I have more work on. Oh yeah, and speaking of ropes, I want to put. Well, maybe I'll do these crates now, because actually wait, bring back the adventures. Because yeah. Oh, these crates. Ah, yeah. I think they're just gonna have to like go off the bottom of the screen because the thing that was occurring to me is that this fox is very low on the screen. And so it didn't really look like it was colliding. It didn't really look like the fox was colliding with this thing, just because like it looked kind of out of the way almost. But I feel like, whoops, oh wrong layer. Adventures, copy paste. I feel like it could look like the fox is going to collide with these boxes, fox and box, foxy boxing. Nope, that's something different altogether. Sorry. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna put the fox here when I work on these boxes so that I don't accidentally I just want to make it so that it's look like it's set low enough that the fox might can walk past them instead of like bumping into them. And that should be fine, I guess. I should use a bigger brush for starters, just to get the shapes specced out. Because actually, yeah, that way. Well, I mean, these are crates, so like they don't have to be perfectly orthogonal. But hypothetically, if they were perfectly orthogonal, then we kind of like defined like what that would look like over. Oh yeah, I should actually treat this as one big crate for starters because these crates are going to be the same height, and I'll split them in half at some point. But the other crate is going to be resting on top of them, so it should look like they're the same height. Here we go. So sorry, I'm not even making weird bloop doops noises this time. I was just making weird clicking noises. I'm devolving. Uh, um, so, excuse me. Did I miss any? Okay, no, I'm up to date in chat. Good, good, good. Uh, so yeah. All right. Not much to say about these crates. These crates are going to be crates, kind of like how those other crates were crates. If you like crates, came to the right place. If you don't like crates, I have terrible news for you. Uh, hey, uh, Kenarf Stream. Hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. You're welcome. Uh, so, uh, yeah. So we're stacking crates. Oh, I guess I could have one of the crates like slightly askew, because like I was saying, like these crates don't have to be perfectly orthogonal. So like, what if one of these crates was like at an angle? Ah, no, that's gonna look weird. Nah, I'm gonna leave them pretty orthogonal. The crate, excuse me, the crate on top can be at a slight angle, because that won't look like it's running off the screen. I don't like things that look like. Whoops, that's bad color pick. I don't like things that look like they're running off the screen. I don't like emphasizing the idea that there's like that things are like cut off at the bottom of the screen. I'd prefer it to look relatively like more like more like that it just happens to like go flush against the edge. Not that it like I don't know. Like it's I don't I just there are limitations in how the art in this game can look, and I just like to the extent that like I don't know try and play to the strengths of like what I can do with this art rather than like and so like when there are like little foibles or like peculiarities or like just things that aren't as exciting about the art, I try and like minimize that. Uh, uh, do. All right, that's too much. I should shave this down a little bit. It looks too like we're looking too much from the top down angle. We should be looking at more like a little more level. How did the other crates look? Yeah, the other crates didn't have quite as much like upper surface area, so I think I should just like bring it down across the board, and then I can and then I can bring this down even further. Oh, and then I guess I should bring the lower line. This should also be a little flatter. That's all right, I suppose. I think I should bring it in slightly because it looks like it's sticking out. It looks like it might be sticking out, and like the adventure might like bump into it or something. So I'm just gonna select this, and I don't even know where I'm going with it exactly, but I guess I'm gonna bring it like down. I guess down's good. That should be good. Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like it is hanging off the edge, but in kind of like the lower edge than the upper edge, and that's okay. I mean, maybe it is hanging off the upper edge a little bit, but not to the same extent. All right. So now crates. I tend to highlight the edges of the crates as such. Actually, maybe I don't do it on this one. Maybe this one's angled so far away that it actually doesn't get that. Nah, whatever. I don't care. It's fine. I won't go crazy with it. It'll be a subtle effect, but it'll still be there. Okay. And then yeah. So then the other thing is that they get angly things on these sides and on the top. Oops. All right. Yeah, so crates. Crates. So great. The greatest of all time. Sorry. I don't know. I think I said that yesterday, actually. Oh, I'm racing with alpha, all right. The fox lacks vitamin C? What makes you say that? Fox is vitamin C full. Fox has plenty of vitamin C. Lacks vitamin C. um, yeah, one thing that was occurring to me is that's going to be a little bit odd is that like at some point in this game I want you to get a horse basically. Um, so someday you'll have a horse on a boat, which I guess is fine. There are horses on boats sometimes. It's not where you necessarily expect to find a horse, but you know, you can't always get horses where you expect them. Sometimes you have to get horses where you don't expect them, or I don't know. It's gonna be fine. All right, so here's another crate. Hypothetically, let's plug this in. This one's easier. It's just a single crate. It's not gonna be nearly as much to do. Oops. All right, so we're almost done with this one already. Although, yeah, like before, we it shouldn't come too far out. Like to the extent that I can make it like kind of like flush against the lower part of the screen, like that's actually gonna be better. So, and I guess like it's a little weird that all the crates are like fairly orthogonal, or like most of the crates are orthogonal. But I guess like I don't know, they did that because otherwise people would keep walking into them and kicking them around, and they don't like kicking crates all day, so they moved them, I guess, is the explanation for that. Just because it's a pirate ship doesn't mean people can't be organized and orderly about where they put stuff. Alright. I'm going to zoom in and touch this up a little bit because it just looks a little schmumpy as it is. It just, some of the detail, it's like this crate's very small, and so some of the detail did not come through. Like this upper edge is like surprisingly difficult for some reason. Let me go back with this, and then nope, too much eraser. Yeah. Alright, I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. That's actually pretty good. Alright, so then, alright, so I have another one of these spinny wheelie thingies. I don't know how I feel about these spinny wheelie thingies. I might just get rid of them. Possibly. Oh, I need to do the rope. And I need to add more rope. I keep saying I want to add more rope. Rope, rope, rope. What is a pirate ship without rope? Oh yeah, that's the other just a quick thing. Minor detail. There shouldn't be this post going across the top of the stairs, because usually when you get to the top of the stairs, you then, yeah, you don't run into a post. So, yeah, I'm gonna forget if I don't do it. So, yeah, just, there's an opening there so that you can actually get up there. I mean, there's nothing actually up there, but, like, whatever. It was just one of those things that, like, was silly. And I would have left it silly if I did not just take action and intervene. I mean, there's a time and a place for silly. That was not the time, nor the place. Okay. I am. So for this spinny thing, I might do the same thing that I did before, like with the cannon, and like reuse some of it and then touch up the rest of it a little bit. Also, I feel like there should be a thin line of shading around here. Whoops, wrong there. Foreground props. There should be a thin line of shading around here. Not that thick. Just like very subtle. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's less bad. So yeah, let's copy this. Again, I'll change it a little bit so it's not like a clone. Again, not that I have anything wrong against clones. But yeah. Okay. So So yeah, oops, wrong tool. Uh, Doop doop. Let's just I was gonna say redraw these posts, but that'd be a bit. Oh yeah, maybe they shouldn't be. Well, I was gonna say maybe they shouldn't be in the same position. Maybe they should be rotated differently. But I don't know if that's. Oh yeah, yeah. Killer Q. That is a question. That is a question about the sales. I did decide very early on that the sales were not something that you would see in any regard. So it could be that it's a motor pirate ship, or it could be that the sales are just not depicted. But yeah, that was one of the early revelations as to like what we could not do compositionally. Because if we were going to put in sales, there's so the interesting thing about the art in this game, there's no top of the screen. Like I have this image like only this tall because I don't want to accidentally like draw anything too high. But if you look at this screen, nothing ever touches the top of it because there is no top of it. It just kind of like it becomes me and my screen and like the rest of stuff. So yeah, SideQuest has this weird situation where like if I ever wanted to render something really tall, I would want to actually render it, which means like it would actually like come up in the middle of the screen and it would like cover the things that I'm working on my desktop. So like I actually considered that. I actually thought of it like I could make a mast on the ship. And then so like let's say the ship mast is located like right here or something, right? Then like whenever I'm working on stuff, like anything that's underneath the mast is just gonna get covered up. I know like my head covers stuff up a lot, so I try not to put things in this corner of the screen. But it would just be like another thing that would like sometimes obscure the screen. So I decided not to. It's a pirate, like I said, it's a pirate. It might be a pirate motorboat. Uh, uh, yeah. Yep. It's there like this game like SideQuest is very different than like every project that I've ever worked on. For one thing, I've never worked on a 2D project before. I've never worked on a text-based game before. I've never worked on a game that has text in it before. Well, that's not true. In AAA, I worked on like I did some like localization stuff. Uh, but like none of the games that I've made, none of my personal projects have had any language in them whatsoever. And then suddenly there's this one, which is like completely text based. So that's exciting and different. Um, and yeah, so a lot of new things here. And then yeah, so then this weird like art restriction, like about like where, yeah, how it situated on screen is just like so strange. And it's like it's a learning experience or it's like a discovery experience like because like well because for one thing I haven't worked on projects like this before and to a certain extent like projects like this haven't existed before. Like a lot of these questions just aren't answered. Like a lot of stuff that I'm figuring out is like I'm figuring out because like no one had a better answer beforehand. So oh yeah, one of the things I was thinking of doing with this with this post was to like bring the shadow a little further over. I don't know if that's necessarily better. How do those compare? I think I actually do like that a little bit better. So I think I will. It's pretty simple change. Just involves bringing these over a little bit further. Yeah, I think the way I had shaded it before was like the typical way of shading, but like in this scene we've very much depicted that like things facing towards the camera are are shaded, and so yeah, it makes sense if this had a little more shading to it on like this edge, because this is basically the edge that faces towards the camera. So ergo, ipso facto, QED. I don't know what QED stands for. I don't know what ipso facto means. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. But let's be honest, that's usually the case. Oh, is this too round still? Maybe this should come up a little bit higher. Uh, or this should come down a little lower. That may be okay. I'll assume that's okay. All right. Yeah, see the Doomsday device is really hard. You don't have to feel bad about failing the Doomsday device or like the